Hello and welcome to Ember's Guiding Light. I am Ember, a student of the universe, a weirdo on the internet, somebody who expresses their emotions and don't give up. Who sees? Actually, I want everybody to see because we all need to be more expressive with our emotions and move through them and stop suppressing them so that we can get through this. Okay? I am here to express so we can stop repressing this shit and actually get through it. But today I wanted to talk about, I pulled some cards and I'm going to do my drive and talk about the cards that I pulled until I can do this full time. But it was really cool. So first I pulled Dandelion from my Little Witch Oracle deck. Then Power, Pyrite from Crystal Portal. Strength from my Fyodor Pavlov Tarot. And then Eight of Wands from my Territorial deck. So, I haven't been able to sit and meditate on it, so I'm going to think about it while I'm driving. We're going to chit chat. It's going to be a little chaotic because that is my vibe. But, I see the Eight of Wands and the Dandelion really working together, and then Strength and Power. Obviously, those two come together. And we put on some yellow earrings for the very yellow theme. But yeah, okay. Do I actually want to talk? Do I just want to talk? I might just want to talk. I don't know. We'll find out. But I'll start with this. Today I woke up today feeling really insecure in my attachments with other people. Really worried that I'm just annoying people with my presence. That I'm too much, I'm too opinionated, I'm too loud, I'm too messy. Everyone's gonna see through it, and if I'm not useful enough for them, they're all just gonna forget about me. Because I feel abandonable. My abandonment wound. I mean, I am a tropical Capricorn moon, so I feel like everyone with a Capricorn moon, we just have really up families and childhood trauma. You're not getting that moon sign because you're just a silly, goofy little lad. That one's a rough one. I'm thinking about with the dandelion, the way I've traveled through the wind, finding new places to plant myself. And I'm hearing ideas. My ideas are going through the wind and taking root. And like a dandelion, they are tough, they are persistent, they will grow wherever they want. If it's in a crack in the sidewalk, they're gonna do it. There's a butterfly flying around this school bus too. There's just ideas that need to be shared with the world, and we have to be open to receiving them and spreading them when we are fortunate enough to receive them. And it can be hard to trust our messages because I'm hearing my friend's voice saying this because he was doubting what he was saying to me, but it's who are we? Who am I to tell you something? Who am I? What great knowledge do I know? Well, we all know a level of great knowledge within ourselves. What great knowledge do we know? But like, we all have an internal universe. I mean, we are just like trillions of cells, an incomprehensible amount of atoms inside ourselves, exchanging with the universe. We have information that we gather throughout our days, throughout our lives, and it's not going to be the whole story of someone's experience, but that does not deplete the value of what you bring to the table. As long as you're not sitting here going, I know what's best for you, and you are wrong in what you are choosing to do, how you are choosing to operate in your life. That's where the line is wrong. You can have ideas and concepts for other people. You can see their experience and go like, hey, I've been through something similar. This is how I moved through it. Might be different for you. I don't know. But like, just being open to offering that advice and like connection. You have more value. Your thoughts have more value. You have to trust that your seeds are going to go into the wind and they will take root where they're meant to. And if somebody doesn't take your advice, it doesn't mean it was bad advice. It just means it didn't apply to them. It says nothing on you or your worth or value. That's where you, like, the dandelion and the 8 of Wands, the messages are moving through you. You're communicating them. It's fire. The wand suit is fire. It is spirit. It is communication, ideas, creativity. What you create and the ideas you put out aren't going to be for everyone, but the people that they are moving towards, it's moving to them quickly. It is taking root. And you have to give it time to grow. You know, I was like saying in one of my other videos, you have to let your cake bake. You put all your ingredients together, you put it in the oven, you give it the element of fire, and you give it the chance to bake, and then you can enjoy your cake. And that double side by side of strength and power, remembering that, like, oh, there's a really, like, just, okay, so there's a really green car, and there's a yellow car. And whenever I see cars that are colored with the elements of the chakra, I like to use it as a little reminder of, like, where in my body am I lacking power? Where do I need a little bit more encouragement? I like to say, hey, universe, I'll take that one as a message, please. Thank you. One message, please. Okay? The heart and solar plexus, your love and expression and, like, your sense of self. I know very surface level stuff about the chakras. I am very excited to learn more, and I am continuing to do that, but I am not your teacher on these concepts, okay? Don't listen to the white ladies that were raised Christian that are learning these things and telling you about them like an excited first grader coming in with their macaroni art. Like, just, I'm moving through it and I'm enjoying it, I'm excited about it, but this is not my born culture. This is me excited to learn about it and implement these concepts into my life to help me understand the world around me better. Do not take me as some great sage. I know this is the things I know, and this is what I'm offering. These are my ideas, and there is power in those ideas, okay? And I need to trust myself a little bit more than I do. I know quite a bit, and I know what I know, and I'm excited to take my ideas, put them out to the world, and receive back, and like learn from other people too, what their ideas read. Sorry, there's a lot happening. Just a second. What their ideas and concepts and movement through the world can gift to me. Wow. I just saw a California poppy. They're so pretty. They just show up everywhere. They're bright orange. Just Yeah, I think that's the core message right now. It's just like, trust in what you have to offer. Be open to receiving what the universe is telling you, what it's trying to teach you. I like to think of the world as like a little scavenger hunt. And we're all just out here collecting ideas and concepts that help us map our way through the world. And like what's actually meant for us, what brings us joy, what brings us peace, what actually matters to us. It's all just a little scavenger hunt. And when you recognize that, like, you know, it's time to play. I know the world is scary right now, but it's always been this scary. These bad people have been planning this for decades. Every time we try and take power from bigger figures, they don't like that. They want us to stay small and not know our power, not recognize that, like, no, like, they don't want us to recognize that each of us as individuals have something to offer, that we as one person cannot fix everything, but together we are stronger than we know. Okay? Our strength and our power comes from our ideas being communicated clearly and connecting together as a community, and the expression of those ideas. It's so important. Your voice matters. The protesters are back today. Hang on, I'll get a clip of that once we get closer. Oh, no, you're fine. You're okay. You're good. Up there. I am filming this. Today is April 8th after fucking psychopath in charge of this country threaten an entire civilization, which is absolutely messed up. And the signs up here say Trump's unfit, 25th Amendment now. So, like, seriously, like, we as a collective need to understand our power in our individual voices, in our individual actions. It's not that you have to take on the entire weight of the world. There's no way in which any one single individual can do this. But it also only takes a very, very, very small percentage of the population to actually make this genuine change in the world. And we can genuinely change the world. We can genuinely change the world that we are in. And we are doing that. And that's why they're so aggressive right now. The closer we get to our goals and actually making the world of our dreams, the world where we're safe as individuals, all of us as individuals are able to express ourselves and not be dictated by people that literally eat babies. Like, that's not being dramatic. They literally eat babies. I ain't gonna trust a single thing that comes out of that group of people's mouths. They literally eat fucking babies! Like, what the fuck? You need to remember that your rage is a tool. Hold your rage. That's part of your power. Your emotions are your power. My insecurity is creeping back in. My anxiety is creeping in. I'm being, like, all of these little fears. And they're crawling into my little tummy. And they're going, like, the world is so bad. And also, like, stressed about work. And, like, you know, I'm not constantly on this, like, I'm secure and grounded in my world and, like, what I'm doing and the way I'm operating. No, I'm a human being with doubts and anxiety, and I constantly operate in a fear state because I was raised by parents that commanded obedience. conditioning. I've been conditioned. And it's scary to step outside of your conditioning. Your nervous system has learned that that's what keeps you safe, is your conditioning. When you're raised in environments where you're expected to operate a certain way. Like, it's just gnawing at me. This anxiety is just, it's so fucking heavy and it's so frustrating. And it intrigues me because, like, I don't expect anyone else in my life to be perfect. But I expect myself to be perfect, to operate in a way where if I don't do anything wrong, I won't ever get in trouble, and then I'll always be safe. So I have to know everything. I feel like I have to know everything. That is literally impossible. So since I don't know everything, I feel like I need to know everything, and it's literally impossible to know everything. I am constantly in a state of fear. And the other thing that happens with that is because of that fear state and needing to know everything to keep myself safe, it makes me very defensive. I don't want to be defensive. I don't like being defensive. And, like, that defensiveness, it seeps into, like, so much of my life. It's, people will give me compliments and I'll defend myself. What the fuck? Right? And I recognized, like, last night, when you have emotionally volatile caregivers, you have to analyze all of your interactions all the time to try and make sure you're operating in a way that's safe. If you do anything wrong, it is dangerous. It is danger because the reaction is not, how do I help you do better? It is, you are bad for doing this. Shame on you. Oh, bad child. It's a combination of emotional volatility and enabler. And us children finding ways to survive that emotional volatility, since the enabler is not doing anything to keep us safe from the emotional volatility. And, like, I understand my parents don't have the capacity to get you out of those situations, but it doesn't change, like, it doesn't reduce the harm that occurred and the fact that you weren't protected when you needed to be. I really want to cry. Like, I really want, like, I feel like I need to cry and scream. Hold on. Okay. This is also a reminder that emotional expression is not verbal. Emotional expression is not verbal. We can use our words to express our needs and why the emotions are coming up, but we need to also allow for emotional expression, which means we're going to make weird sounds, we're going to make weird movements, our body, as long as we are being safe with our body, and like safe with our words. Safe body, safe words, you're allowed to express yourself. Safe body, safe words, you're allowed to express yourself. You're allowed to have emotional reactions, you're allowed to have opinions, you're allowed to have big feelings, you're allowed to take up space in this world. You're allowed to take up space in this world. You're allowed to take up space. You're allowed to be misunderstood. It is okay if people misunderstand you. What are we doing? See? Nothing bad happened. I misunderstood what they were doing. They were driving aggressively and I was confused. And all that happened was like, hey, what are they doing? And that's it. And then I just gonna go about my day. You're allowed to be misunderstood. It's not the end of the world. Just keep looking for the people that do actually understand you, so that, get this, it's gonna circle back, are you ready? So that your ideas, your seeds that you are putting out into the world can take root. They can grow, they can blossom. Your ideas have value in this world, and not everyone is going to understand them, but the people that are, the people that it's meant to reach, revolutionary! Can you imagine that? Like, something you say to someone is gonna change their fucking life, their entire life. And for other people, they'll hear the same message and get no value from it. It says nothing about you or who you are. It doesn't reduce the value of the things you say. You still have your power. And so some people aren't going to understand you, and it's okay. It's a reminder for me as much as it is for you. Like, I put out a video that's me just raw emotionally expressing, and I did happen to be just before my period, so it was like the full brunt of the emotion. But I was really happy. I was genuinely so happy. I was crying, and I just wanted to share that joy of feeling understood and loved and appreciated, because there's not enough of that in the world. And it's just like this like kind platonic connection with people that I admire. I hope you guys know that this is specifically for these people that I'm talking about, but I genuinely admire both of you. I think you're wonderful, brilliant people, and my insecurities get louder with people that I do love and appreciate in that way, and that, like, again, that just like platonic just respect and admiration for other people, for good people. It's interesting the ways in which I have adopted a concept of power by choosing to surround myself with people that I did not admire, but that needed me, so that I could feel secure in connection, because they wouldn't leave me. I got a massive abandonment wound. My abandonment moon. Right, I'm almost to work, so I'm gonna close out. Your voice has value. Your ideas have value. They may not be the whole picture, so don't tie your ego. Don't tie your ego to your ideas as like
If people don't take these ideas, it's a reflection on you being not good enough, that what you're putting into the world doesn't have value, that like there is a problem with what you're doing. Don't take it personal when your messages don't land. Know what power you have in your voice, your presence, your strength to show up, to look the wolves and the lions in the mouth and say, my voice still has power, and that power can help change the world. I do genuinely believe that my emotions and my emotional expression can help people. And so I will continue to show up and be emotional and be vulnerable and be messy and publicly therapize myself and get it wrong and try again and learn to apologize and take accountability for when I am wrong. And I genuinely appreciate and feel loved by people that also have the strength to tell me when I'm getting it wrong. Your ideas are going to take root to the people that matter, to the people that need to hear it. They're going to move quickly to those that need to hear it. And it is okay to communicate it. You are safe to communicate it. You need to remember your inner power, your inner strength, and be willing to take the throne. I know it's scary, but you have the strength to tame your wolves, your demons, and to face the wolves and the danger in the world with confidence and peace and beauty. Protect yourself. Look at her armor. But she is at peace. The wolf is snarling a little bit, but she is at peace and calm. You have your power. You have your strength. Your voice and your ideas are your power and your strength. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Ember's Guiding Light. It is an honor to be able to channel these messages for you and to be able to share myself so completely with all of you. I love you. I hope you'll subscribe and see more of my videos, and you can choose to watch another video somewhere over here, and you can subscribe somewhere around the steering wheel here. But with that, I will see you in the next video.